Hello and welcome to the AFL Auto Blends 3D car creation channel. This is an early morning episode, so it's very early actually, so the camera's not on, but what I'd like to do in this episode is further shape the front of the vehicle. From this image, here looks straight across the back, but if I look at this image now here, just shows how deceiving images can be. So the front of the bonnet, the hood, whatever you like to call it, goes back here, and then at this point it curves around into this. I believe this is wooden. I think most cars in those days were constructed partly of wood. So in this episode, what I'd like to do is I'm gonna add the fuel tank, because I want to define the shape better. I want to separate the seat from the body. I also want to get the proper curvature here and shape the hood a little bit, and that'll be enough to get going with. It's quite an interesting project actually. I've been thinking about how to get these lines in. Basically what I'm going to do is trace those in, bevel the edge, highlight it, and then assign a different colour to it. I think that's how I'll do it, so that should be interesting. Anyway, let's get started. Throughout this, if you're struggling with it or anything else, you're quite welcome to, at various points I'll just leave an image on the screen, and you can just take a screen dump of it basically. So that said, we'll get into it. So I can see I'll probably flip from here to there to everywhere, but just bear with me. So put that in, so that defines that shape a bit better. So to define the curve, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to press K and put a knife cut up, constrain the angle and go straight up, and press return. Okay, so this line now, from here to here, we can get rid of. So X, dissolve edge, so that looks better already. So go into wireframe, side view. I'm going to grab these, so B, range select, grab these, bring that across, deselect the top ones and bring that across. So that's already sort of helping. We need, so if I press Z and get in solid mode, we need a cut here as well, so do K and come across here, return. So that one needs to, that one we've just put in needs to be, well, they both need to be level actually. So S, Z, 0 to straighten that one. I'll straighten this one, so click that first, that second, S, Z, 0 here. So that's a wee bit better. We're going to be shaping this. Right. What I want to do now is add in another object. So go into object mode. I want to add a cylinder. So Shift A. Add a mesh cylinder. And we'll come immediately down here, and I want this to be 16. Okay, minimize that. Move it across. We want it roughly in the center of this, so scale it in. That's not too bad. Scale it again. And that is roughly in the right position. So we'll add a subdivision surface modifier at level 2, and for the viewport, and 3 for the render. Tool display. So go to rear view. Take off the subdivision for this moment in time. So go to the rear view. And this needs to, so scale S, and on the x-axis, let's position that a wee bit better. Scale it again. Sorry, scale on the x-axis. That's roughly in the right shape. Go into edit mode. Right, so from the front view, what we want to do is we want to add a loop cut directly down the middle. Range select. Range select those on the left, press X and delete them. Go into object mode, so press the tab key, and we'll add in a mirror modifier. Make sure that clipping's on. Then we'll move it to the top of the stack. So if you click this little arrow here, move to first. Okay, so to press Z, go into solid mode. And we want to mirror it on the So we're going to apply all transforms from the apply on the object apply menu. We want to mirror it on the there we go, on the z-axis. Okay, so we've got that in place now. So we'll get our other object, go into it, and now basically what we're doing is manipulating the go into wireframe view, so what's that for? Right, okay. So that need to be S Y 0 and S Z 0. So SY 0. Right, and I'll move it up and across. So we're in line, then up again. Okay. These vertices, that and that is SY 0, and then SZ 0. Okay, then move them up. Solid mode, see what it looks like. So that's already a better shape. Okay, so this object will move into the body for now, but call it fuel tank. That will be the start of modelling the fuel tank. If we choose, so we'll hide that now. So hide visibility of it. Get into this, press Z, get into the wireframe view. So all of these, so press range select here. That selects all of them. Right. Go to 3. Press P. Separate selection. Press Tab key. Get into object mode. Click on that. There's your selection there, and call it seat. Seats. Okay. So that's the seat. So we're starting to get somewhere with this. Now, looking at the top view, okay, so that's fine. So go into solid view, and let's see where we are with this front part. So what I want to do for now is I want to separate this as well. I'd normally do a lot more sculpting on it, but let's scale these. So SY 0, and scale this one too. SY 0. There you go. So what I want to do now is Z wireframe range select click on here, piece separate selection, tab, highlight it in object mode, and rename it to Bonnet. Have we got Bonnet elsewhere? No. So, just to recap, we've got bonnet, chassis, fuel tank, main body, which is the rest of the vehicle, radiator and seats. So we're separating quite a bit, but I think it's important that we get this right. So what I'll do is minimize everything else, so take the main body off. So all we've got is the bonnet. Okay, go to the top view. Now Z, go to wireframe. Now these need to come here. So press B, range select, and move these vertices over. To here. This needs straightening. So SX0. So that looks like it's in the center, so press that, so it's SX0. So 1. Let's have a look there, that's it, so that's it in there. Trying to view what that is, that's the side. So that is the curve. So what we need to do is into side view again. Right, straighten this up, this doesn't look straight, so SZ0. Okay, go into side view, front view. So this now needs to, and it needs to be SX0 as well. SX0. Okay. That needs to come down to here. Okay. That needs to be straight as well. So B, range select all of those and go SX0. Let's straighten it all up. Move it in the x-axis. Now this B needs to come up here. And this B. So that will be SZ0 as well. SZ0. And looking at this, it just needs to be up here, like so. Okay. So, if you look at this, this is a fairly sharp angle here. So what I'm going to do is go to side view. I'm going to put loop cut either side of it. So Control R, E to align it with the loop cut underneath. Press another one, Control E, F, and bring it up. Now this one up here, we want a bit of a curve, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bevel it. So press Alt and left mouse click, go to solid view for this one, and then press Control B, and then just drag it out there. Okay, so put the subdivision surface on and a mirror. Click off the blueprints, press Tab, and that's give it a softer softer curve at the top. So as you can see, there's a softer curve at the top, and that's a harder line. Yeah, so that looks good. Bring everything together. So in object mode, press Alt and H. So take this away for a minute. So Alt and H. There. So we need to define the edges of this. So press Control and R through here. Let's just select the bonnet. So press Control and R through here, E, and drag it down towards the bottom. Drag one to the side, E, and another one here, Control R, E, F, bring it in. So already that is shaping up quite nicely. I might do the radiator again. I separated that, but I've changed the vertices. So we'll do that. We'll delete the radiator. Go into this one, edit mode. Grab that. Press P. Separate selection. No, we don't want that. I'll go back a stage. So highlight that. Press Shift D, duplicate. Press Return. P to separate selection. Tab. Highlight the new selection, which is that. Press Tab. Put the blueprints back on. Select everything with the A key. And just move this out slightly on the Y axis. Just move it out slightly to give the gap. Then press E and Y, bring it out to here. Okay, press F to fill in the face. No, go back a stage there. To one Z wireframe. Press F. want to do is grab that one, go into front view, make sure your mirror modifier's on, press E, X, come across, join it in the middle, choose that outer edge by pressing Alt and select. Where are we? Let's get rid of this again. So let's choose this loop, plus that, press F. Okay, go to front view, press I to indent, just bring it in a tad to here, go down to here. Now we don't want it indented, we don't want to look at here. So click off boundary, so deselect that, press X, delete the face, press Z, solid mode, there you go. Okay, so that is the start of that. In the next episode I will shape, I wanted to do it in this episode but we're running out of time, so what I'll do is in the next episode shape that and possibly start the chassis. But yes, looking quite good. So I'm pleased with that so far. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Thanks very much. Bye.